So now we're going to go over adding products. First, we'll go through non-stock items. So this is items we're not tracking the stock quantities of. If you buy and sell items, you can potentially choose this if you use another stock program. But I wouldn't recommend it, because sometimes you can get yourself in a muddle if the systems have a discrepancy. So what you can do is, if you sell something, you actually make, so say you kind of buy a paper in and do drawings for people, but then you're selling that as a product rather than a service. You can do it in one of two ways. Like the services, you can do it from the invoice to the customer. So I'm going to say that I've made a cake for someone, and I'm going to do that for Smiths & Co. And I'm going to say add new. You can see still the stock is grayed out, so it's a non-stock item. And I'm going to say birthday cake football. Again, I'm not going to assign a class at the moment. I'm just going to say this is a football birthday cake. We're selling it for £60, including VAT. And that's going to go to the sales of product income. And taxed at 20%. I don't purchase this from a supplier, so that's fine. Just click Save and Close. So you can see there, that's changed the amount there because it's included the VAT here. We're just going to Save and Close for this. That's fine. We're missing a class field. That's fine. We're not doing that at the moment. And again, like the services, you can just go into the cog, products and services. You can see the birthday cake there, or you can click New, non-stock, and add it this way if you've got a lot of products that you're just starting to do. Okay, so that's the non-stock side. Now we're going to look at actually doing, if you're buying and selling stock. So if you don't buy and sell stock, you don't need to carry on if you don't want to. But if you do, or if you're just interested, this is what we do. So we go to the cog and go to account and settings, where we were when we first set everything up. Now in the sales section, you can see there's a bit about products and services, and put track stock quantity on hand and quantity and price rate. So we want to track what we're actually doing, the pricing, the costing, and how much we've actually got on hand. So I'm going to save that. And then under expenses, what I want to do is I actually want to use purchase orders. That is clicked on already, so that's fine. Let's just close this bit down. So again, we've got both ways of doing it, either while we're doing the invoice or otherwise. So I'm going to say we're going to do a new invoice at the moment. I'm going to do it for Sawyer's Way. Okay, I'm going to put the date that we sent it was the 16th, and I'm going to add a new product. As you can see here, the stock item is now on top and it's not grayed out. So what I'm going to say here is that we buy in some t-shirts to sell on. So I'm going to say they are t-shirts, medium size. You can choose a code if you want, but you don't have to. Again, I'm not going to do classes. And I'm going to say at the end of June, we had 15 of these on stock. And I'm going to say that when we get to 5 of these, we want to be told that there's a low stock alert. It's going to ask you for a stock asset account, which means where it kind of sits once we've actually got them. So this is for the invoice. I want to call it a medium t-shirt. We're going to sell them for £25 each, inclusive of VAT. And so the product income, VAT rate will be 20%. When we go to purchase, I'm going to say, again, medium t-shirt. The cost for us is £5. It's the cost of sales, inclusive of purchase tax of 20%. And our third supplier, I'm going to add a supplier, and I'm going to call it BB. Okay, so we can save and close there. And I'm going to say that they've ordered 6 of these. So it's on 6. It's done the VAT on it. Okay, and then we click. I think it's actually done the VAT slightly wrong. So I'm going to actually put 2502 because I know that should be what we're doing. So let's just save and close there. Missing class field, that's fine. Okay, so the next bit we can do in the products and services list where you can add other ones. I'm going to click here. And I'm going to have a look at the one that we've just done. So you can see here it's got £25, cost £5. We've got 9 on stock, and the low stock alert is at 5. So that's fine. So what happens if we do another invoice? Let's say we get another invoice another sale from a different customer. I'm going to do brands. And today for the t-shirt. And they've ordered 5 of them. Again, I'm concerned that's actually added the VAT slightly wrong. You have to be a bit careful. Might be best to do it inclusive of tax. Okay, save and close there. Yes, I'm happy to save that without the class field. Okay, so there we go. It's got a low stock alert. Now, if you click on the low stock alert, it will bring up the item. And you can see there's only 4 on hand, and normally we want to keep at least 5 on hand. Now, what you can do from there, where it says edit, there's a little drop down, and you can say reorder. So I'm going to click on reorder. And what it will do is bring up a purchase order for baby. And that's fine. If we're going straight to a customer, we can put the customer in there. If not, it'll come to our address. Put the purchase order in today. And I'm going to say we're only, at the moment, it's automatically come up as 1 because we're 1 under what we want it to be. If you normally buy in bulk, so I'm going to say we ordered 30 of them. And again, I'm not convinced that's come completely right with the VAT, but we'll leave it as it is for now. Something I might need to have a look at. Have a word of QuickBooks about that to make sure it's calculating everything correctly. What I would suggest is keep that as inclusive of VAT just in case. Right, so we're going to save and close. And it says we're going to do more missing class fields, which is fine. And it won't do anything until you actually put the invoice on the system. Not pay it, but put it on there. So get a bill in with plus bill. So we said that was for baby. And it will automatically bring up the purchase order. So click add. I'm going to put the bill date in as the 22nd. I'm going to put it in today just so we can see what's happened. And miraculously, they've done it straight away in my imaginary world. So here's the purchase order. And what you can do is then add in a freight, carriage, whatever it's called on your system, premium, same day. I'm going to put, that's cost us £25. Okay, so then I'm going to save and close there. And what you can see now, it says 0 low stock alert. If you go down to the medium t-shirt, you can see it's now got 34 on hand. We've received the invoice for the purchase order. So that's it, really. That's how you do stock. There is a few complexities in it, and some people do integrate it with an app. I don't really know that many apps for stock, so it's not something I want to suggest personally. So I don't want to give my recommendation to something I haven't used. But by all means, if you want to speak to me about it, it's something that I can have a call with you and we can go through it and I can research it personally for you. And that's it.